Hello, 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 everybody. I hope that you are all having a magical Monday, as always. Please let me know if you are here so I can say hello to you. Looks like we have Martin, Greg, Ghost Wolf, Dreamy Space, Eric. How's it going? Did you look up Dr. Emoto's experiment? I did not look it up, but I did see something about it on Facebook after we talked about it, like a day after, so that's clearly a sign that I meant to look into that more, and I think it's funny that I saw that right after you mentioned it, so we'll have to talk about that sometime. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. We're going to be talking a little bit about breath work. So, they do know. They always seem to know. We need Am I Dreaming wristbands. I saw that actually in the Patreon group, and that is definitely something that I want to do for the merch shop. I go through a specific company that has specific set products that we can customize. So, you know, there's mugs, there's socks, there's hoodies, there's pillows, tapestries, towels, wine glasses, canteens. I think they have shoes now. There's so many things. So I'll have to actually look. I did write it down because I did see your post in the Patreon group. So I'll have to look into that and see if they have wristbands available. If not, I might have to get them custom made, like on my own, and then ship them out personally and just have you guys get in touch with me to order them. So there's two different ways that we can do that. Of course, it would be easier for everybody just to have that on the merchandise shop. So I will be looking into that because I also have one, but this was from a company that kind of sponsored the channel, Lucid Dreams Supplement Company that I'm working with, and I definitely want to create something like that. That's been on my list. We do have Are You Dreaming stickers and hoodies and tons of dreamy merch. So if you guys have not checked out the merchandise shop yet, you can find that at the lucidmysticsdreamshop.com, or you can find that in the descriptions of my videos or just the link tree. As we know, I definitely recommend you guys go to the link tree link for most resources, and that will have literally a list of different resources that you can find on there, and the merch shop is on there as well. But I am going to be doing a new collection release on the merchandise shop, so I will let you guys know when that is done. I am also creating a whole new shop for my second channel, so it's mostly just going to be like binaural beats / lucid dreaming, astral projection, brainwave music themed, so it's going to be a little bit different, but I will make sure to look into the bracelets because I definitely want to do that. Thank you so much, Eric, for posting that link. So anybody who is looking for the Facebook group, the Telegram, ways that you and I can work together, the merch shop, my email list, and my social media platforms, you can find that with the link that Eric posted. Thank you so much for doing that. So I would love to hear from you guys about breathwork, where you guys are at. We've talked a lot about holotropic breathwork on this channel, but there's so many different types of breathwork, and so we're going to be touching on a few different ones because everybody's a little bit different. There's different breathing styles for different times of the day, different paces that you want to go, and if you're looking for something in particular like relaxation, healing trauma, or even just having more energy throughout the day. There's a breathwork style for pretty much everything that you're looking for. So we're going to be talking a little bit about a couple of my favorite breathwork styles today, and I would love to hear what you guys are looking for out of breathwork. Because holotropic breathwork, it's almost like a deep internal therapy session. You know, you lay down, you set up your space, and then you're breathing for, you know, over an hour. Typical holotropic breathwork that you will find in person is 3 hours. And some of us don't have that time, or maybe we're looking for something else outside of just healing trauma, cleansing the body. Of course, all breathwork styles cleanse the body, but there are some that you can do in a couple minutes, even like 30 to 40 seconds, which I do in the morning. So we're going to be touching a little bit on that. If you guys have certain breathwork styles that you do that you want to share, please leave them in the comments. You can also use breathwork for lucid dreaming, like astral projection. You can use this in your practices. I've actually found that when I do breathwork before bed, not only does it oxidize your blood and help you sleep better, but it also helps your dream recall, I have noticed. So maybe you'll have to test that out, do a breathwork session before sleep one night, and see how it affects your dreams. And of course, because this is a dreaming channel, I want to hear all about your dreams lately, guys. I've been having really vivid dreams. I'm always going on some sort of adventure. And like I was saying in one of the last live streams, that I want to start a new series on the channel. I've done it one time, but reading your guys' experiences. So occasionally I will make a post on YouTube, just on the community tab, and I will ask you guys to share some of your coolest experiences. And then I take a lot of those and I kind of react to them and I make a video out of them. So if you're interested in that, then keep a lookout for the Facebook group, because I do post stuff in there. As far as, you know, memes that you have that you want me to react to, certain lucid dreaming stories, so just keep a lookout on YouTube and Facebook for that. My dreams have been really intense lately. Interesting. How has your lucidity journey been, Greg? I know that you've been working on your dream recall a lot, and it seems like it's going well because your dreams are really intense, so that's amazing. And the more energy you have in your dreams, the more likely you actually are to get lucid. You know, those dreams that feel so realistic, you're like, it didn't even feel like a dream, it literally felt like I was right there, conscious, like an actual real experience. That happens when your awareness and the dream vividness is super high. So if you notice that you have dreams that are really vivid, realistic, and have a lot of energy, you have more potential to get lucid in those dreams. So if you're at that point, Greg, where your dreams are starting to get really vivid, really powerful, and just full of detail and awareness without actually being lucid, then that's showing you're totally on the right path and you're almost to spontaneous lucidity within your dreams. So that's a great sign. Not lucid yet, but I kind of know I'm dreaming, but no control. So that's great. That's great. Lucidity is a spectrum. It's not so black and white. And we build up awareness in our dreams over time. So you may notice that you have pretty low dream recall, and then you might start remembering more dreams, and then you might have sparks of lucidity or dreams that are more vivid. And just seeing that progression shows you the progression in you building your awareness within the dreams. And we just finished a few months ago a year-long dream series where there's 11 different dream masterclasses. It's meant to take you on a journey for basically a whole year, 11 months. And we have covered so much in that series. So if you guys have questions about this series, if you're interested in seeing the specific classes, let me know. I'll get you the information. I'm still putting it on my course website, so not everything is up yet, but I do have all the classes ready if anyone is looking for something in particular that I've created a class on. Progress, yes, 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 it is absolutely progress. You're doing amazing, and thank you so much for sharing. So I want you guys to know that what we're talking about today really does tie into your personal practices with dreaming, out-of-body experiences, liminal dreaming. Breathwork definitely helps because it cleanses out the body, gets rid of any stagnant air, any old energy, and it helps replenish the body so you actually have more energy to put towards your dreams. If you go to bed really exhausted, you had a really long day, you'll notice that you don't really dream that much, and that's because you're so depleted from energy that your body saves all of that to kind of repair itself overnight. When we're in delta, deep sleep, that's when the body repairs itself, and REM sleep is when the psyche repairs itself. And that's when we process a lot of emotions, and we can see these in our dreams. But we can only go through that process if we have enough energy and if our sleeping cycle is a little bit more balanced. But you will notice if you have a very erratic sleep cycle, sometimes that can cause different things like sleep paralysis and stuff as well. But if you want consistent results that you can actually map out, then you would want you know, balance as much as you can of having a balanced sleep cycle, doing what you can. I know everyone has a different schedule. All right, so we're going to touch on a couple different styles of breath work. And I will be doing some breathwork sessions for Patreons that are different than holotropic breathwork. That's mostly what I've been doing, but there's so many different types of breathwork like I have talked about, so we will be covering a couple of those. And again, I would love to hear what you guys are looking for in your breathwork. Why do you do breathwork? Why do you want to do breathwork? So the first one I have, and I'm making a course, a breathwork course called Breathe, and we're going to touch on many different styles of breathwork. I'll walk you through a session for each style of breathwork, and it's going to be really, really awesome. I'm working on that right now, so I was like, you know, let's talk about some different styles of breathwork today. So the first one that I have is alkaline breathing, and if you haven't guessed, this one really, really alkalizes the body. It's a 4-part breathwork course, right? So it's actually going to be like 6 to 8 different styles of breathwork. So it's going to be like 6 to 8 different videos of like full sessions going through each style of breathwork. Every video will have an introduction to that style of breathwork. I will show you how to do that breathwork, and then I will walk you through a session. So yeah, we'll have about 6 to 8, I'm thinking, different videos in that series. So with alkaline breathing, it's super, super easy to do, and again, a lot of breath work styles can be done in just a few minutes. I'd say a golden rule for breathwork is doing 3 rounds, each round having a set of 30. So 3 breaths, and once you have done the first round, you do exhale hold. So you exhale all of the air and you hold it on the exhale. So there should be no oxygen in your body when you do the exhale hold. You'll hold as long as you're comfortable, maybe 30 seconds. You usually start with the first round, 30 seconds of exhale breath hold. And then after that 30 seconds, you breathe in through the nose really sharply, and you squeeze your root in, and you squeeze like all your muscles. You're almost maximizing the tension when you take that recovery breath in. And you hold that for about 15 seconds, and then you release all your muscles, or you release the tension in your muscles anyway. So regardless of what breath work you do, that's kind of a good rule to follow, is 3 sets, and each set has 30 breaths. That way you can really apply that to any style of breath work, and it won't take, you know, an hour plus to do a breath work session. So with alkaline breathing, it really alkalizes the body, so it's extremely cleansing to the body and to the mind as well. And when we breathe in really deeply, we're oxidizing our blood, so we're actually taking in more oxygen, we're increasing our red blood cell count, and it's a great way to deal with insomnia, stress, anxiety, and breathwork even improves digestion, resets your nervous system, and even helps build up your immune system. So really there's no downside to doing breathwork. And of course, if there's one style of breathing that's not your style, there's always another one that might fit your lifestyle better. So with alkaline breathing, it's just in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's all it is. And you do 3 sets of 30 with that. And of course, with breath work, you want to expand the belly. We really want to breathe through our belly, because if we're breathing in our chest, you kind of get like tense, and you're not allowing the oxygen to truly penetrate your body. You're holding it, you're stopping your breath from like here. You can't really see my hands, but it's not allowing it to travel really deep into your diaphragm. And our root chakra is where we hold a lot of our emotions. And this is why, if you have chronic stress, anxiety, anything like that, you may notice that you have digestive issues, for example. And that's because when we release cortisol in the body, which is the stress hormone, it creates a really acidic environment in the body, and especially the digestion. And it slows down our digestion, because when you're in fight or flight, your body's not really worried about digesting food, being creative, going to sleep. It makes you really, really alert. And so with breathwork, we go from a fight or flight response to a rest and digest response. And that is the complete opposite of what stress does for us, right? We're either in fight or flight or we're in rest and digest. So breath work helps kind of reset your nervous system and puts you back into rest and digest. So with any style of breathing, on the inhale, your belly should expand, and on the exhale, your belly should pull in, almost like you're pushing out all of the air from your diaphragm. So I will show you really quick. So this is the inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's really how it should be for pretty much all styles of breath work. We want to get used to breathing deeply in that way. And our well-being and how we feel and our mood and like our well-being in general is tied to how we breathe. And if you're someone who's a very shallow breather, you might notice that you have more issues with stress, anxiety, or maybe some sort of like physical illness that comes and goes. We really want to get used to breathing as consciously as we can. So if you're ever throughout your day, just notice how you're breathing. And a lot of the times I'll notice that I'm breathing so shallow, right? And then I'll just take a moment to really become present and take some nice, deep, slow breaths in and out. And it's so crazy how different you feel just after a few deep breaths. And so, especially on my walks, I try to be as conscious as I can on my walks. And so I will really try to mindfully breathe my entire walk and really find a rhythm with my breath and how fast I'm walking and really take in the environment. It's like a mindfulness meditation. And so if you want to get in the habit of breathing a little bit deeper and feeling better, maybe you can try that during a walk, because that's an extended breathwork session, really. And if you train yourself to know, okay, anytime I go on a walk, it's my time to mindfully breathe, that's going to become a habit, and you'll most likely start breathing deeply naturally, because it's not just like a 30 seconds to 1 minute session. You're doing it for an extended amount of time. And if you train yourself to do that for walks, it's naturally going to start happening habitually. So, hello Salvador, how is it going? How is it going? I was trying to figure out how to ask that question. Stop answering things I'm thinking of. Just doing my job, Eric. But you should definitely try that. I definitely have found, and I do my reality checks on my walk as well. It's like a very, it's a time for me to be totally present and kind of replenish my body. So with alkaline breathing, again, it's just in through the nose, out through the mouth. And with breath work, you want to at least be breathing a little bit faster than normal. You don't have to be like hyperventilating. I don't recommend you like breathe so fast that it feels like you're hyperventilating, especially through your mouth, because that can actually cause anxiety. If you're like trying to do breath work and you're like kind of breathing like a dog, that will cause anxiety, because how you're breathing, that controls your heart rate. And wherever your heart rate is at, that sends a signal to the brain to let the brain know if it's okay to relax or if there's danger around. And so if you're breathing more rapidly, that's tied to stress, or that's tied to fear. And your faster breathing is going to cause your heart rate to increase, and that heart rate is going to send a signal to your brain saying that something is wrong in the environment. So really how you breathe is definitely connected to your everyday well-being and how you feel. So with alkaline breathing, again, just a little bit faster, probably this pace. We're breathing a little bit faster than normal, and you're finding a pace, but it's not too quick and it's not too slow. So that's called alkaline breathing, and that is just in through the nose, out through the mouth. So let me put that in there. All right, the next one we have definitely heard of is called breath of fire. Now this is rapid nose exhales. Now with breath of fire, it's very energizing. If you notice that you're kind of dragging in your day, or you don't feel very focused or alert, or you just kind of feel fatigued and not very present, and maybe you're having a hard time getting work done, whatever that may be, breath of fire is definitely going to help you with that. It definitely stimulates the body, it energizes the body, and it's extremely cleansing to the body and the digestive system as well. Now with the breath of fire, it is rapid nose exhales, so you don't need to worry about the inhale. That happens automatically. Your mouth is closed during breath of fire, and you're just doing sharp exhales. And remember, when you breathe out, your belly goes in. So when you're doing these rapid breathing exhales, you will notice that you take in inhales without even trying, because you're just focused on creating a very strong kind of sharp exhale with the nose. Now with breath of fire, you want to go a little bit quicker, and I'll show you what this looks like with breath of fire. So again, breath of fire is rapid nose exhales. So exhale, and with breath of fire, you want to go about this fast. So exhale, 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 exhale. And again, I always talk about not sacrificing the depth of your breath for the speed. How deep you breathe is definitely more important than how fast you're going. So keep that in mind. Again, breath of fire, you want to do 3 rounds of 30. So you should breathe rapidly with those exhales for a 30 count. Then you exhale, hold, so you breathe out all of the air that you have and hold it on the exhale. And again, the first round, it might just be a 30-second hold. Maybe the second round you try a minute hold, and the third round you do 1.5 minutes, which is actually very doable. It doesn't seem like it, but once you start to increase the oxygen in your body, you can actually hold your breath for a lot longer, which is cool. Again, follow your intuition, follow what feels right. You never want to hold your breath. Like if you're doing a video, if you really feel like you can't, you're starting to panic, you're starting to feel dizzy or lightheaded, trust your body. But the deeper you breathe and the more you kind of build that as a habit, you're able to increase your lung capacity naturally. So if you're a swimmer or something, I think this would be great. But that's breath of fire, is rapid nose exhales. And again, all breath work that we talk about is usually 3 rounds, each round containing 30 breaths. So there we go. We have breath of fire, rapid nose exhales. This one is called nose only power breathing. Now this is kind of like alkaline breathing, and pretty much with every single breath style we're covering, you do get the DMT release, and you usually get that on the recovery breath hold. So at the end of each round, we exhale all the air until we can't exhale any more oxygen, and we hold that. And then after however long you do it, you squeeze everything in, so it's almost like you're trying to not go to the bathroom, and you're squeezing those muscles in. And what that does when you breathe in, it basically wrings out your body of all the excess energy, and it brings it up with the breath to the top of your head. And this is where people will experience a little bit of sensations. You may feel high for, like 30 seconds. And that is true. You will definitely feel some sensations from doing the exhale holds and the recovery breath in. And you've just created so much energy in the body by breathing in a certain way, and then cleansing out your body by doing a full exhale and holding that, and which is working on your lung capacity and resetting your nervous system. And then when you breathe in, you're taking all of that energy that was kind of just sitting in the bottom of your body, the root chakra, and bringing it up to the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. And this is why we can sometimes see visuals, we start to feel sensations, and it's because when you squeeze in that way and you breathe up into your head, you're basically the fluid that you've created in your spinal cord with these rapid breaths, it's actually connected to DMT release. So when we breathe in, that fluid from the spine actually works its way up the spine and gets released into the pituitary gland. And that's where we can have weird kind of experiences. They don't last very long with, it's only like 15 to 30 seconds, but you will feel different. You will feel really, really good when you do these styles of breathing. And of course, if recovery breaths are not your thing, or you don't want to, do that at the end of your each round, you definitely don't have to do that. But that's one of my favorite parts, is the recovery breath, because that's really where I get to feel the most, and it's really, really powerful. And we've done even just breath of fire on this channel, and I've walked you guys through that exhale, hold, recovery breath in, and you guys have told me that you almost hear a slight ringing in your ears, your body feels tingly, and you start to have interesting experiences during your holds. And for me, every time I do it, I'll do the recovery breath in, and then I'll just like, woo, like all this energy just like kind of pools in the crown of your head. I start to see really bright colors. I start to feel kind of like static or tingling all over. And then it kind of makes you feel like you took some CBD or something. You're like super chilled out after. Even just from a short breath of fire session, I can do 3 rounds of 30 breath because they're so fast in like a couple minutes. And so I do that in the morning, you know, with my journaling and my, you know, I make my tea, I work out, and then I do my breathing. Yoga, just like regular yoga, I do yoga every day. It's definitely my favorite because it's it builds full body strength. You work on your flexibility, your balance, your breathing, you're present during it, so it builds mindfulness as well. So I found it really encapsulates everything that I want out of my morning and out of a workout. What is up, Shelby? How's it going? Those earrings look like they be giving you 10 spirit with a chance to proc healing power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, plus 10 agility as well. Yeah. And lifesteal. Pretty cool. Those are def summoning earrings. Hell yeah. They're abalone? Is that how you say it? I think so. I did yoga for 2 weeks and I fell off. I know, you were my yoga buddy. I think with yoga, people just overwhelm themselves with it, you know, especially with building a specific habit. We go in for like 30-minute sessions from the get-go, and then we fall off because we're not used to doing that. So what I would do is I would just recommend doing like 2 minutes of yoga a day. Doing like a couple rounds of like cat-cows or something, and just stretching and getting the habit of being consistent with doing a few minutes of yoga. And once you've got that down, then you can build that up a little bit. But yeah, yoga is great for mindfulness, for breathing, for building flexibility, full body strength. And if you do yoga, no more leg days, no more arm days. You just do your yoga session and you hit all the points, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely love yoga. So with the nose only power breathing, it's literally just like the alkaline breathing, except all through the nose. In, out through the nose. In, out. In, out. And again, you just want to be breathing a little bit faster than normal. That's pretty much it. And breathing is a very intuitive kind of thing. Breathwork is, so you kind of just go with what feels right. And especially in holotropic breathwork, it's such an extended breathwork session that like 10 minutes into it, your intuition kicks over and you just know what you need to do. If you need to change your breathing up, if you need to move around, if you need to like shake, if you like really need to like make sounds or anything, the weirdest stuff happens during breathwork sessions, and it's because you're releasing. So if you experience any like urges or intuitive feelings during your breathwork, follow it, because like releasing comes in so many different forms. This could be emotion, this could be movement, this could be sounds, you know. Like I host online breathwork sessions, and the holotropic breathwork I do, it's only 1.5 hours, because safely, especially online, you just want to do, you know, up to 90 minutes. But in-person sessions, then you can go the 3 hours. It's just safety, because you enter such a deep state, and people have different reactions to it. So my online holotropic breathwork sessions are only 1.5 hours. And it's incredible what happens. I just did a breathwork session with someone. I walked him through a whole 90-minute breathwork session, and he released so much. I was so surprised, and he didn't even expect it, because he was telling me, yeah, I'm already really familiar with breathwork. I already do Wim Hof every day, but I just wanted to try this and see if I get anything from it. And after, he was like, what the? I've never experienced that before. He was releasing so many emotions. It was just so beautiful to witness. It was so cool on just how he felt and how he was talking after. You can really tell that there was some sort of shift that happened. And so intuition will kick in during your breath work, so just follow whatever you feel guided to do during your breath work. Intense, yeah. Yep, yoga it can absolutely burn fat, totally, especially if you do power yoga. Power yoga is like regular working out. You're doing push-ups, you're doing all of the rapid kind of working out. And even just doing the plank every day, say you just did the plank for like a couple minutes, you would build full body strength because of how you have to position yourself during the plank. Like, especially it's great for your back and for your abs. So if you're wanting to build some leg strength, arm strength, ab strength, maybe do some planks. I used to hate planks in school, and now it's on my own terms. So I've learned to love it in my own way. Yoga is not only an exercise but a lifestyle. Absolutely. It should be at this point considered a type of martial art. That's why I asked what kind of yoga are you referring to, because the word yoga is used in so many different ways. And yoga really just means like creating a connection. I can't remember the exact translation, but it is like creating a connection or a merging of something. It's like dream yoga, for example, you know, that's merging the dream state with consciousness, waking consciousness. And so yeah, yoga can definitely be used in multiple different ways. And I love that you said that, Eric, because it's absolutely its own discipline / lifestyle, and I think it comes in many forms. Do you know if yoga cleanses your energy body? Absolutely, because when you're doing yoga, you're doing movement, breathing, mindfulness, but also it's like one entity. When you're doing yoga, think about your breath as the ocean waves, and you'll actually start to hear the ocean in your breathing when you do yoga, and sync your movements with it. So when you are breathing in and you're in a position, you lift up a little bit and then you sink deeper in it. And when you're exhaling, that allows you to sink deeper into your poses. So if you're ever doing something to build flexibility, just take in a deep breath and exhale, and you'll actually go farther. And it really builds up flexibility just by breath. So yes, it absolutely cleanses the energy body. It cleanses the physical body, the psyche, totally. And I don't think I will, but I almost wanted to post a couple like my routine of yoga and walk you guys through a session. I'm like Yoga with Adrienne now. No, I love her channel. I don't think I could do yoga sessions like she does, but I think that would be kind of cool, just to kind of show you guys some of the things that I do, because I talk a lot about my practices, but there's ones that I haven't talked about a lot and that I haven't shown, and so I thought it'd be kind of cool. I can't do planks. Planks do me. You know, it's really, it feels good. Like, it's hard to do, it's hard to get in the habit of working out every day, but once you do it, you crave it. Like, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago, or a little bit more than a year ago, I got so obsessed with yoga, I was doing it multiple times a day. Sometimes only like 30 minutes after a session, I would go back, bring out my yoga mat, and I would do some more, because it felt so good. It was like a drug to my body at that point. It released all those feel-good chemicals and the endorphins, and then my body's like, this feels great, I need to feel this again. And that's how we build habits. That's how we build habits, is by associating something that we want to do habitually as something that we get to do. Because if we think of something as a chore, that releases cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and because our brain thinks that we don't want to do it, if we stress about something, it causes us to procrastinate, and that's a way of protecting us. Isn't that interesting? So if you're procrastinating, it's not because you want to procrastinate, it's because the thing that you're trying to build in your life, you have a negative association with in some way in your mind. And I want to just say something. I want you guys to try this. The mind is so interesting, and as soon as we choose a new thought, our entire wiring in our brain changes around that one thing. For example, there's been videos that I've been like dreading recording because it's a lot of effort, there's so much research involved or whatever it is. And as long as I tell myself that, oh, I don't know if I feel like doing this today, or oh, this seems like a lot of work, my brain thinks that it's helping me by keeping me away from it. But I want you to change the way you think about it. So just try it one time. And even if it's something that scares you, go from I'm scared or I don't want to do this to I'm excited. Notice the difference, because as soon as you say you're excited, your brain's gonna present you with all the reasons why you should be excited. It's so crazy. So anytime you're dreading something or you are scared to do something or whatever it may be, trick your brain and say, I'm excited to do this, and then give yourself a couple reasons of why you're excited. And that provides context to the brain. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'm gonna save more energy for this task and actually build up some like momentum and feel good about doing it. It's so crazy. So if you've been struggling working out or building a habit around that, maybe tell yourself you're excited and then give yourself a couple reasons why, and you'll be able to build that habit so much easier. Yeah, I think I have a block in my breathing, like I don't breathe like I used to. I was listening to Sadhguru on Kundalini Yoga. He said it's a potent form of yoga. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's this nose only power breathing. I know we covered that, but I didn't post it. So in and out through the nose. I just want to make sure I posted that before we got too ahead. Okay. So yeah, maybe I should try some yoga. And if you guys ever like need resources for yoga, I have a few YouTube channels which I swear by. So please let me know if you guys are ever looking for something that maybe I can help with in some way. I'm on YouTube a lot. A lot. There's so many resources on there. Anything you couldn't learn in school, even stuff that you could learn in school, you can master online in this way. So really cool. So we've covered alkaline breathing, breath of fire, nose only breathing, and then Wim Hof breathing, which a lot of us are familiar with. Now, some of you may have heard of Wim Hof, also known as the Iceman, and he's created several Guinness World Records with his style of breath and also cold exposure or thermal therapy. He has hiked the snowiest, tallest, most dangerous mountains in nothing but his underwear and completely barefoot. He is a god in his own way. He's so cool, and he really shows the power of consciousness and the power of our body. We don't give ourselves enough credit for what the body can actually do. So I loved when I discovered Wim Hof, because not only did I learn about his style of breathing, but I also really learned about cold exposure therapy, which you can do that in many forms. For some, it's just taking a cold shower, or at least turning the shower down all the way cold right before you get out. For some, it's full-on ice baths. You may have heard of cold plunges, which is literally just like an ice bath. And basically, you're healing your body through thermal stress. So pretty much when we experience intense amounts of cold, you tense up, you resist it, your breathing is super shallow, and your mind is incredibly active. The power behind this breath work is reprogramming your body in a different way. So you're tensed up in freezing cold water, right? Your breath, oh my god, oh my gosh, it starts to get very shallow. You're clearly stressed, and your body senses that, and your mind is trying to talk you out of, like, we need to get out of here, this and this and this. And what this practice does, it really builds mind power, and it allows you to see the superhuman potential of our body. And the key to this breath work is taking this really shallow breath to a nice, deep, relaxed breath, relaxing your shoulders, concentrating your mind, and surrendering to the cold. So it's doing the exact opposite of what you naturally want to do in cold water, right? If your mind's super active, telling you need to get out, then we want to focus on the breath. If our breath is too, shallow and we're too tense, we want to breathe naturally and relax our body. And if you fight the cold, it will fight you back. And what happens with thermal stress is we experience a deep amount of stress from temperature is too cold or too hot, but usually thermal therapy is cold exposure. And when we can relax ourselves in the water, we're building up the power of our mind. We're literally reprogramming our body to stay relaxed and calm. And this builds up our immune system, resets our nervous system. It's great for your digestion, your skin, your hair. But really, this is allowing you to train yourself to act a different way in stress. That's really what this is. It's about fighting the monkey mind urges to stop or to whatever. And it's centering yourself, relaxing in the cold, and becoming really mindful and present even under intense cold exposure. And again, you want to be safe with this. Definitely do some research on this, but cold showers and stuff like that's totally fine. If you do an ice bath, you'll want to start off with a short amount of time, and of course, build that up over a little bit of time. But if you can train yourself in the freezing cold to stay present, to breathe deeply, and to be really focused and in your power, then you are actually training yourself to deal with any type of stress. And you'll be able to use the same method to bring yourself back to center. And so it's such a powerful practice, Wim Hof breathing and cold exposure. It's so cool. And he does a certain style of breathing, which he does in a lot of his ice baths and stuff, and it's in and out breathing through the mouth. Now, again, we know that if you're breathing with your mouth wide open, you're going to get a dry mouth pretty fast. And so what I found is if you kind of position your mouth almost like you're sucking through a straw, it channels the air, and it doesn't dry out your entire mouth and doesn't exhaust you. Breathing super deep in and out with your mouth wide open would be so exhausting after a little while. So with Wim Hof, it's breathing in and out through the mouth. In, out, in, out. That's a very good pace to go with this breath. And you're basically filling up your lungs and your belly. And he has guided sessions on this as well. I think I also did a Wim Hof guided session like 2 years ago on my channel, so you can probably find that somewhere. But yeah, it's incredible, this style of breathing. And so again, just in and out through the mouth. And he also does the three rounds and the exhale, holds, and recovery breaths. So, and I noticed really crazy sensations with Wim Hof breathing. So maybe combine this with a cold shower and see what happens, and let me know. That's our challenge for this week. Take an ice cold shower. And if you've never taken one before, I'd recommend just starting off with a normal shower, and then right before you get out, turning it completely cold, like right before it turns off. And I know it's intense, I know, but you feel so good after, I promise. I started doing that with my showers, and then right before I'd get out, I would just turn it freezing cold, and I would force myself to get my hair wet, get my back wet, spin around a few times, and make myself breathe deeply. Because our instinct is to lock up, right? And if you can train yourself to act a different way in thermal stress, you are training yourself to act a different way in stress in general. So it's super, super powerful, especially when you start to breathe deeply in the cold, and then you're like, oh, this actually feels good. Like, it's crazy what just changing your breath does to what your mind is telling you about the experience. It's so crazy. And then after, I feel like I just drank a cup of coffee, like, I'm ready to go, dude. Like, I'm ready. It's so crazy what it does. And so if you ever have a big day ahead of you, or whatever, you just want to feel good and you want more energy, try that for sure. Definitely try that. My water never gets really cold. Well, maybe you can find a icy lake, or maybe you could put some ice cubes in a bath and create your own little ice bath. I get you. I'm also in Utah, so I for sure get you on that. Plus, one of my showers, I have two showers, or two bathrooms. I use one as my spa bathroom because there's no cold water at all. It's only like scalding, skin melting hot. And I haven't called to fix it because I'm like, this is really great for baths. So, and even though when I start my bath, I have to wait like 2 hours for it to be cool enough for me to get in, so worth it. So one bathroom is my spa bathroom, and then the other one is, of course, my regular shower and my cold exposure therapy time. Let's see, 3 alternate mode breathing. I'm just looking. Okay, I have one more breath work to share with you. And this is called shamanic breathing. Now this one's kind of cool. It's almost like box breathing. And let me see. Okay, yeah, it's crazy. So you take 2 breaths in and then 1 breath out. And when you do this, you breathe in through the chest first and then the belly. So it goes like, and then you breathe out through your belly and your belly expands, and then super, super cool. Box breathing. Close. You can call it box breathing. So with this, it's so crazy. I don't even know how to like show you guys. Let me see. Can I like get down a little bit? Okay, I'm doing my best, okay? So with this breath, you breathe, you expand the chest first. So in through the chest and then the belly, and then so inhale, inhale, exhale. It's crazy, and it takes a second to get the hang of it, but it feels so cool. So you literally do 2 inhales and then exhale. Chest, belly, exhale. Chest, belly, exhale. And this is super cool. I've just been experimenting with this one recently, and it just feels so cool. I don't know, and it allows you to take in more oxygen as well, because you're filling up your lungs, then you're filling up your diaphragm. Exhale. So let me get this. And the inhale can be nose or mouth, by the way. Perfect. So we've covered alkaline breathing, which is in the nose, out the mouth. Breath of fire, which is rapid nose exhales. Nose only power breathing, which is in the nose, out the nose. Wim Hof breathing, which is in the mouth, out the mouth. And shamanic breathing, which is inhale to the belly, inhale to the chest. Oh yeah, I guess you could do chest or belly first, and then you exhale out of the mouth or the nose. Let's see. It's actually easier the other way. Okay. I just felt high when I tried. Look at that. Yeah, maybe switch it around. Instead of chest first, belly, try belly, chest. Yeah, that feels more natural. Okay, let's try it again. I want you guys to try with me. So again, it can be through, the inhale can be through the nose or the mouth, but the exhale is through the mouth. Okay. Inhale belly, inhale chest, exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. Cool, right? Expand belly, expand chest, exhale. Inhale to the toes. That's literally what the inhale holds feel like. You get like so much power to your brain at once. I don't even know how to describe it. After you've been doing like breath work for a couple minutes, and then you do the exhale hold, you breathe out all of the air, you hold it for 30 seconds, a minute, wherever. You work your way up with each round. But then when you do the recovery breath in and you squeeze everything, and you do like a really sharp inhale to the nose, and you hold it, even not doing any breath work before, I can already feel energy here. You literally feel a little bit high for a second. And also, one tip, if you are working on cutting back your cannabis use or your cigarette use, this breath is great. Because anytime why do we smoke cigarettes or we smoke cannabis? We like the way that it feels, and we like the way that it relaxes the body, and we like the psychoactive effect of it. Breathwork does the same thing, and I found that it's incredibly powerful if you're wanting to correct those types of habits with cannabis or even alcohol. I'm sure it would work. Anything that gives you a psychoactive effect that maybe you want to change or, change in your practice, then this style of breathing would be really cool. I smoke so I look cool. I know! Shelby made this ring, the blue one, or the purple one. Thank you, Shelby. I love it. So, he'll be getting his page up soon, right, Shelby? But if you guys are looking for custom rings, I definitely know where I can send you. There you go. You have to create your page now, Shelby. So, I wanted to ask you guys how you were feeling about breath work, if you have any questions, and what your favorite style of breath work is. Do you have a favorite style of breath work? If so, let's talk about it. I want to hear about it, especially if I don't know about it. Got 'em. So I am working on this series right now. If you guys are ever interested in a one-on-one breathwork session, I do offer those. I've only really done them for holotropic breathwork, but I'm sure we could do it for other styles of breathwork as well. But I'm pretty open with my mentorship sessions. Really, you guys know the type of work I do. If you're interested in talking to me, you know, to see if we're a good fit to work together, just let me know what you're looking for and I'll let you know if I can help you. There's certain clients I've taken on with something that I don't even really offer, but I know how to help them with that, and so I'm like, sure, we can do a 30-day mentorship package on that. You know, I'm very flowy and mutable with my offers, especially if it's something that I really truly feel I can help with. Then we can work something out. So please let me know if you guys have any questions about that or anything. What is Breath of Fire about? Is it breathing like a dragon? So that was the second breathwork style that we covered, and Breath of Fire is rapid nose exhales. So it's strong exhales, and every exhale you're bringing in the belly. So exhale, and the inhales happen naturally because you're so focused on the exhale. Now there is lion's breath, which is more like a dragon type breathing, and that's where you stick out your tongue and you literally let out all of your air. That's very cleansing, and that stimulates the vagus nerve actually. So sometimes we do that in yoga when you're breathing. Especially if you follow someone, sometimes they'll say, okay, lion's breath, and you stick out your tongue and you breathe out all of your air that way. And it also warms your throat. There's different types of breathing for different types of things, clearly, and there's certain breathwork styles that actually help with sickness and warming the body and stuff, and that's definitely one. You did win the giveaway, Greg, so thank you for being patient on that. I offered that to people as it was being created, so you are getting this breathing series. Yep. And again, it will be, I haven't figured out how many videos yet. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, around 7 videos, I would say. So yeah, don't worry, I haven't forgot. I have the giveaway list of all of the prizes that were won, your guys' contact info, and which ones I've already taken care of and which ones I'm still working on, so don't worry, I have not forgotten about that. Or is it called that name because of how you feel? It could be. I mean, Breath of Fire is extremely warming to the body. It's such a rapid, fast breathing style that it's really stimulating. You'll feel like you had an ab workout after the first couple times of Breath of Fire. Like, you know when you're running or like walking really fast and you start to kind of get that cramp in your stomach? Has anyone, I don't even know how to explain that, but yeah, you're walking or you're running and you just get that like cramp in your stomach and you can't really breathe. Sometimes a little bit of that happens when you're doing Breath of Fire because you're like stimulating your belly so much that it's literally like a workout. And it's very warming to the body. This is actually one that I would recommend if you're sick, if you want more energy throughout the day, if you feel fog, like brain fog. Breath of Fire is a great one to do. When do I get my PC I won? Come over, come hang out. I'll find a miniature little gaming setup I can get you. I know how you feel about your little mini figurine things. I don't know, they're not figurines. Shelby doesn't collect figurines. I don't know how to describe it. We like miniature things. I don't know how to describe it. He got me this basket. I can't remember what the thing was, Shelby, but he got me this little shopping basket of little collectible things, like little collectible products. Like there was like ho-hos and like different candy that was like in the little wrappers, but it was like this big, and I can put it in my little shopping basket. I don't know what it is about miniature stuff. It's just fun, okay? But I will find you a miniature PC and I will bring it next time we hang out. Haylee, you're the best. I gotta go, but I'm going to try Breath of Fire tonight. You are all amazing. Sounds good. Great. Let us know how it goes. You can just shoot it in the Telegram or the group, and I would love to hear about it. Oh yeah, it's the mini brands thing. I got so hyped about that. It was so fun. I still have it at my desk over there. Until next time. But I really appreciate you guys chatting with me today about the breathwork. I hope that this helps you. I know we've mostly talked about holotropic breathwork, but there's so many different types of style of breathwork, and you can even just look up like different breathwork styles if you want to learn more about different ways that you can breathe. But I definitely want to chat about it more, and if you are interested in monthly live streams that are exclusive to patrons, then maybe join my Patreon for just $5 a month, and you can get monthly live streams. We do breathwork sessions. There's exclusive content that isn't offered to anybody else. So if you want to join the little cool community, then come hang out with us. And I created a Patreon family Facebook group so all of us can chat with each other, because in Patreon you can't really do that. It's just like the connection between you and I, which is great, but I want you guys to also connect with other dreamers in the community. And so you're getting a lot more than is offered in my perks on Patreon. I really try to offer as much as I can and go above and beyond, and there's so many things that I'm still in the works of creating, but I definitely want to create, you know, the closest community here that I can. And so if you're looking for a little bit more that's not offered publicly, then maybe the $5 a month is something that will benefit you and allow us to connect on a deeper level. And you also get direct 24/7 access to my inbox on Patreon as well. So if you ever have any questions or you just want to chat or share an experience or anything, then we can chat through there. So kind of cool. Thank you. So good to see you, Burning Spirit. I definitely want to do more chats about different styles of breathwork, but again, that's going to be a for sure priority for patrons, because I wanted to be able to also do Zoom calls with you guys. That's another thing that I'm going to start doing for patrons, is actual dream circles with you guys. Zoom calls where we can actually talk and I can guide you guys through full sessions. So there's going to be so much coming, especially to my members in Patreon. So if you have any questions about that or anything, definitely let me know. But dream circles are coming, Zoom calls, dream masterminds, all of the stuff. And I'm very excited, and I don't know where to start. So we're just taking it day by day. I am up very late. I'm actually working on correcting my schedule. Nighttime is just so peaceful. Some of you may think I'm crazy, but the past little bit I've been staying up till like 5 in the morning. But it's just, there's so much to do. I can paint, I can play Sims. I'm working on building my Washington dream house in Sims. Anyway, there's just so much to do. But I am working on correcting it, especially for the sake of the work I'm doing and dream work and working with clients. I definitely want to get enough sleep. So yes, I know you message me like once you wake up for work, don't you? And you're like, why are you still up? I don't know, the moon's out. Chill vibes, I don't know, I just want to stay awake. So yeah, it's better than earlier this year. I was staying up to like 8 or 9 in the morning. So yeah, night owl to the max, but I also want to be an early bird. I'm not one, but I want to be. So I don't know how I'm going to swing both. Staying up extremely late and then waking up. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out, okay? I literally go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6 and she's still online. Yeah, and you message me immediately like, are you up? What are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm just hanging out. Last night I did stay up till 4, but it's because I was laying in bed listening to the Michael Singer podcast, and it was really interesting. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. It's different every day though. And sometimes I love hanging out in my living room. That's where you guys see it a lot with like my tree. I have all my lights. It's all like fun. All my stuff's out there. And I'll just stay out there super late. And sometimes I'll just fall asleep on the couch for like 5 hours and then go to bed when it's like morning pretty much. Wake up after a few hours. I wake up at 5 sometimes, maybe because I fall asleep at 12 or 1. That was my before schedule. That was me having a balanced sleep schedule, was no later than 1 a.m. Be in bed by 1 a.m. That was like my I'm really being good type of schedule. And then I talked to Chance the other day, because he actually was just able to quit his job to pursue streaming and to pursue his career, which is really, really exciting. And so I started asking him, well, what's your schedule gonna look like? And he's like, I think I'm gonna be pretty good with my sleep schedule. I think, you know, it's gonna be pretty balanced. I think the latest I'm gonna allow myself to stay up is like 3 in the morning, and that's on, like, you know, work days. And I was like, yeah, that's early, you're right. He's a Twitch streamer. So yeah, he streams on Twitch, and that's kind of where we're at. And we did stream together a couple years ago. Every Friday we would do gaming streams, and I was playing lots of horror games. 7 Days to Die was something we played a lot. We played golf, did like community golf. And we'd stay up till like 6 or 7 in the morning all playing golf. So if you guys ever want a gamer buddy, I would love for you guys to play games with me when I'm streaming. I definitely want to have people there to play games with. You should do that, Shelby. Why haven't we played golf together? Do you have it? Do you have Golf It? I think Golf with Your Friends is the one I've been playing. Do you have that, Shelby? If so, can we please play? Maybe I'm kind of, if I get done with my work early today, maybe, yeah. You need to get it, please. Yes. Yeah. Golf with Your Friends, because that's one game that I'm gonna definitely be doing on Twitch. I plan to do painting streams, just like talking, just chatting streams, playing different community games with you guys. I thought that'd be really fun. So yeah, definitely get that, because I want to play that ASAP with you. I think that'd be so fun. We'll have to see how many people can get that game. How many people in here? Because imagine if we just did a community golf tournament. Are you kidding? That sounds so fun. Let me see. Golf with Your Friends. How much is it? Let's see. It's only like $5. Or less. It's very confusing. Yeah, guys, it's less than $5. Okay, anyone who's saying this, if you want to be in the Lucid Mystics community golf tournament, then get Golf with Your Friends. It's on Steam. It's like $4 and something, according to my calculations. But yeah, if you guys want to do a community golf tournament, please, I'm actually down, and I will schedule it, and it will be an event. Like, actually, and then maybe I can record it, and it could be a YouTube video. So yeah, that'd be cool. Samaroast? Wait, are you trolling? What is that? Oh, no, you're not. Okay. What is this? Oh. A cosmic adventure game. This sounds awesome. I think we have different paychecks. Literally, one of the last times we hung out, you spent over $100 on cologne. I don't want to hear that. If you can afford that super incredible cologne that we found for you, you could play golf with me, okay? We've been friends for 11 years. What am I, chopped liver? I used to be a Flash game on the internet. It's really good. That looks good. Yeah, I didn't know what to think about it at first, but then I looked at it. I was like, oh, that looks so cool. One of the last games I played, not one of the last ones. I finished it earlier this year. It's called Hue. It's like this 2D, hear me out, super cool puzzle game, puzzle/escape room game based on perception, which I love. It reminds me of Superliminal, which is also a game that's like a mind-bending perception escape room game. I love that stuff. High quality chopped liver. At least I'm high quality chopped liver, I guess. Shelby, you better still get golf. That's it. Like, that's it. Ghost Wolf, when you put 1, did you mean that you would be down to play golf with me? I just need some golf friends. And it would be the most random. Yeah, but it's. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a black and white game, but it's also. It's the whole spectrum of colors. But I think it starts off black and white, and then when you beat certain escape rooms, you unlock certain colors, and those colors are extremely vital to your survival. It's really cool. I couldn't put it down, and it hurt my brain sometimes, but I like that. To relax, I like to do really brain-bending, puzzling games. Chances like that's not relaxing. I don't know why. I don't know. I want to relax. I just want to think really hard. It's so fun, Eric. It is so fun. That is definitely one that I wanted to play on stream too, but it gets irritating sometimes. In the best way. But definitely irritating. Ghost Wolf, yes! Let me know when you get it. And if anyone else is saying this, maybe I'll make a post. How many people can we have in a Golf with Your Friends game? How many people for Golf with Your Friends? 12 players. Okay, I guess the first 12. The first 11, because we gotta include me, the first 11 people to get Golf with Your Friends, will be in the tournament. So we're literally gonna do a community golf tournament. I know, right, Xavier? I'm like, why do I want this for myself? I just want to chill, relax, kick back, and think really, really hard until my brain breaks. What? I have to finish that first before you can play golf with me? That's rude. I think you should still get golf anyways. And I will play that game. We'll have to look at what other game. Oh! I'm getting so many ideas. Oh my, it's a 15-minute game. Okay, I got you. Okay. I was like, what? I have to beat a whole game first? Okay. We'll have to figure out what games we want to play as a community, because we can do golf, but we can also play 7 Days to Die, which is a zombie survival game. And we get to explore an open world, build our bases, and like, oh my gosh. Come on, guys. That's so fun. How do I do this? I really want to play games with you guys, but I don't even know what to do. Golf with Your Friends. Yeah, there's 2 golf ones. I'm pretty sure Golf with Your Friends is the better one. And I think I have both, but I only really play the Golf with Your Friends one, yeah. Oh yeah, Escape from Tarkov. Have you beat that yet? I wanted to get into Conan Exiles too, because that looked cool, and it's similar to Ark, which I love. Do you believe crystals help with lucid dreaming? I believe they can. I believe that it also really comes down to your intention behind it. If someone who didn't believe that crystals could do anything put a crystal under their pillow and tried to lucid dream, I don't think it would work. But if you wholeheartedly believe that stones could help you do something, then I believe that intention and belief kind of carries that into action. So I do believe in the power of stones, especially because they're like energy amplifiers, but it really comes down to your beliefs as well, and how you perceive crystals and stones and stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've played a little bit of it, but I haven't played too much. I haven't been playing No Man's Sky lately, but I was. And they did a huge update on No Man's Sky, and that's been pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest, lately, I've been playing TFT, you know, Teamfight Tactics and Age of Empires and Sims. That's pretty much all I've been playing lately. But I really want to play golf with you guys now, and 7 Days to Die. So here's what we're gonna do. Whoever wants to play games, golf with your friends, #1 priority, and then 7 Days to Die if you want like an extended game time, because 7 Days to Die you can play forever. And every 7 days there's a zombie apocalypse, and every 7 days it gets more and more intense, and it's such a cool game of exploration. You never really know what you're gonna find, and we could mob a huge group in there, and I think that would be so sick. So golf with your friends first, and then 7 Days to Die. I'm trying to think of how to connect with all of you and be like, okay guys, this is when we're doing golf with your friends. Here's like, how do I set this up with you guys? I don't even know. It's on console as well. 7 Days to Die is on console and PC. To my Twitch account, let me get it. I do not. I go back and forth with Xbox and PlayStation. As soon as one like breaks or shits out, I get the other one. And it's been like that my entire life. So every time everyone's like, oh, Xbox or PlayStation, it's like I've had literally both my whole life. But right now I have an Xbox One. So we're just going with that. But let me get my Twitch. Twitch.com. I haven't used it for a while, okay? I use it to moderate Chance's chat because I'm a mod in there. But I haven't used it to stream. And sorry if you can hear, okay. Look at this, guys. Look at my Twitch account. Look how sad. It's not updated at all, so don't think that. I do not accept the title gamer girl at all. I hate that. I am just a human who likes games. No, I just think it's funny, like, especially when there's girls that want everyone to know that they're a girl who plays games. Their username will be like cute gamer girl 157 or something. On all my stuff, I either go by Trippy Hippie or the Lucid Mystic. Trippy Hippie was actually my name before the Lucid Mystic was birthed into existence. So yeah, in any game I play, you'll either see my name be Trippy Hippie or the Lucid Mystic. I know, and that's why I'm like, no. Except it's my dream to get like super skilled at like Battlefield or something, or like CSGO, like Counter-Strike, and just like destroy people, and then pop on the mic after and be like, hey guys, this is fun. Thanks for playing. Cute native gamer. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Navajo gamer. Shelby's Navajo, we make a lot of jokes. Just so everyone's caught up. But I would love to see that title on one of your usernames. Cute native girl, XD. But yeah, well, definitely I'll play games, guys. If you're into it, again, golf with your friends. I definitely want to set up a tournament with everyone who wants to play, and we'll make a video out of it or something. I think that'd be cool. Contact HR. Contact them. Write them a letter. I don't care. Guys, I love you so much. We'll figure out the whole tournament thing, but when you guys get it, if you get off with your friends, just let me know in the next live stream or in Telegram or whatever and be like, hey, I got it. Because once enough people get it, again, we can have 12 total people. So I'll be able to take 11 of you guys. If we even get 11. I have no idea. But once you guys have it, we will figure out when to play it together, and we'll jam some games, because that sounds pretty cool. Okay, Eric, I promise, I'll get it. I will get it. You make so much money on Twitch. Do you know that Alice in Wonderland game? Yeah. I've beat that like 5 times. I love Alice. I love the series. I love Madness Returns. That is one thing that I definitely want to play on Twitch, because that game, oh, I love the dark, sinister version of Alice in Wonderland. That's my favorite version. American McGee's version of Alice in Wonderland is top dog. I don't care what anyone says. Alice, the series Alice, is so good. And yeah, I did Twitch for like a year, but then like my YouTube started to take off, and so I started to put more energy into that, and I stopped streaming on Twitch because, number one, this was before I had a lot of like community, so there was hardly anyone in my streams. There were sometimes I'd have like 17 viewers or 40 viewers or whatever, it would change, but there's sometimes that I had like 1 viewer or 2 viewers or none. And that was also time that I could put into what was growing, my YouTube channel, and so I stopped streaming for a little bit to build that up. And then I haven't streamed since, really. So I will definitely be getting back into that. Do you ever use recorded sounds to influence your dream content? Besides my ambient music, not really. I listen to my binaural beats every single night as well, and that's pretty much all that I play for that kind of stuff. What? Yes, it does, Shelby. My hours that I put into it absolutely count. Do not discredit me like that. Yeah, but I'm glad that you mentioned Alice, because I love, love, love that series. I even played the original game that was created in, like, when was that created? When did American McGee's Alice come out? It came out 2000. Came out when I was 4 years old. So me and Chance beat that one. And then I beat Alice Madness Returns like 4 times. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I just need to stream this. I have so many games that I would stream now. Super liminal. I can't even get into it. I'm not going to start naming games. Just know there's a lot. Anyway. But let me know if you guys end up getting the 2 games that we talked about. Again, golf with your friends is priority, and then, you know, if you guys want to do something after that, we could play 7 Days to Die. Shelby, you're supposed to be playing more games with me, so you for sure need to get it. You for sure need to get it. Especially in between when we actually see each other, I definitely want to play some more games, so you for sure need to get that. Because I will be bothering you about that. I will. That game is so fun. But I love you guys. Thanks so much for chilling. Again, if you're interested in exclusive content, exclusive live streams, access 24/7 to my inbox and other perks and benefits, check out the Patreon for just $5 a month. And of course, the higher tiers have different perks as well. So just check them out. Again, you can follow, or you can check out my Linktree link. Eric, if you don't mind posting the Linktree link, I would appreciate it. And that's where you can find most of my resources. And then again, if you're looking for something that is not on the Linktree link, let me know. Hit me up. Reach out. I'm pretty easy to get in touch with. So yeah, I can't wait to chat with you guys again. We have a few different things coming up. Again, the next main thing is the Breathe series that we kind of dived a little bit into it today, and then the astral projection series, the year-long series that I'm creating. And even through all of this, I am still taking one-on-one clients. I am still doing lots of other things behind the scenes that I don't really post about. That's kind of how I am with my offers. A lot of them are, if you know, you know. I'm not a very salesy person. That is not my intention at all. I just want to provide what others may need. And if there's some value that I can provide to you, that's really what I want to do. So if you know some of my offers, you know. And if you don't, please feel free to reach out, because I definitely don't post everything that I'm doing on my YouTube and stuff like that. So have you ever thought of making your own dream journal? Yeah, I'm actually making one for all of you guys. I'm actually making a custom dream journal / dream workbook. and it will be downloadable, so you can actually print it out and use it every single year when it fills up. Super, super cool. I will be doing that. You guys are calling me out on a lot of stuff I'm working on behind the scenes. Even last year, or last stream, I think someone asked about like a book or something, and like everything you guys are saying is stuff I'm actually working on, so that's great. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thanks so much for joining. Really, 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 I can't wait to see you guys again. Okay. And of course, if you're just a part of the live stream crew, then you can check out this channel this upcoming Monday at 5 p.m. around 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And again, join the Telegram chat if you would like updates on the stream and all that, because I'll let you guys know exactly what the times are, what the topics are, when videos are going to be released, and all of that. I'm working on a book. Shelby. But yeah, and join the Facebook group as well. Thanks for posting that, by the way, Eric. The Facebook group is also on that link, Haylee Lynn's Lucid Dream Team. I would love to see you guys there and hang out. So I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. It has been such a pleasure seeing you today, and I will see you this upcoming Monday. And as always, I'm sending you guys endless love and endless lucidity. Again, thanks for coming to chill with me. Love you guys. Bye.